What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? Today's topic is find happiness in everything that you do. Find happiness in everything that you do. Do not look for people to make you happy about doing what you do. Because you don't have audience, you don't have support, you don't have people coming to check you out. But you just got to keep your hustle up. Because the people know about it. They know about it. They just might not be checking you out. It's gonna be some sideline haters. It's gonna be some sideline haters who gonna be like, I ain't gonna, know what I'm saying, support him. He might go down, or she might go down. I ain't gonna go by their store. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that, because they thinking that if they don't support you, or they don't see somebody else support you, that you just gonna give up and you gonna go down. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you got a beauty shop and you only got one person coming in. Mind you, if you did open up a beauty shop, you should have waited till you had some clientele, because you don't want to pay rent on something that you ain't got no clientele for. Just like I told y'all about the haircuts. You can do all that at your house until you build up your clientele. Then you take that to a shop. Listen, man, you got to start from where you don't want to start from just to get where you got to go. Start where you don't want to start from. And when people see that hustle, when they see your work, when they see that hustle and they see that work, you got to remember, over time, other people gonna see it too, and they're just gonna build up from there. And we all know strangers support you the most. People who not in your family gonna support you the most. People who first met you gonna support you the most, and that's because you don't owe them anything. You haven't done nothing to them, and this is the thing that they know. So they gonna greet you most. I ain't gonna say everybody, because we know some people, they just stuck in their ways. I'm talking about the negativity, and they just want to give you that. But if they come to you and you never done nothing to them, never took nothing from them, and they see that, and they be like, nah, I never met this person, but they coming with some good energy, they gonna reciprocate that energy right back. But you gotta have something you could provide them with, a service. You get what I'm saying? So if I did cut hair and I showed them pictures, 10 years of me cutting hair, 2 years of me cutting hair, and they like, nah, yo, homeboy put in some work. He got, you know what I'm saying? Homeboy put in some work. Nah, let him take me up. Let me see what he got going on. And when you know what I'm saying, pull out them skills that you learned over them 2 years, and you had hit them in the right places, pulled out the blade, did this and that. I can't talk about, the hair salon, because I don't know about that. But just for the haircut, they pulled out the blade, tape you up right. You know what I'm saying? They put a hot towel over your face. They do something. You're like, oh man, I ain't never had this before. You know what I'm saying? And you get new people every day. You know what I'm saying? People turn a new age every day. So you're going to get some new 18-year-olds, some new 21-year-olds, some new 25-year-olds who never experienced that. But your skill level growing over time. So when they feel that new experience they never had, it's like, hold up. I got to come back to him. He got my money. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all got to understand, yo. Don't let nothing stop y'all growth. Don't let nothing stop your growth. I know it's hard at the beginning. It's hard at the beginning. We all know it's hard at the beginning. But it's the people who don't care about how hard it is at the beginning. Just like becoming a doctor, a dentist, or whatever your field is you trying to get into, it's going to be hard because you don't know. But once you start learning those tricks and trades and everything, it's like, okay, it's becoming easier. It's becoming easier. Like, oh, okay, you do this, you do that. You have your little secrets, you have your little techniques and everything that you do. And people going to look at you because you got that knowledge. It's like a person who's been doing real estate for 10 years versus a person who's been doing it for 1 year. You're going to go straight to the 10-year person because, well, maybe if that's your homeboy, your homegirl, you like, I'm going to try them out. But you really want to go to the people who got more experience because you figure they're going to give you a better deal. Like, people will rather go to a bank to get a loan rather than a buy here, pay here type thing, because they're going to charge you a little more. And the bank, they're going to charge you too. But you thinking because they bigger that you got better paperwork with them. You know what I mean? We're going to leave it like that. You got better paperwork with them. Because they've been doing it over time. They've been, established. Yet this other company, they just trying to come up, and you might get hit with that high percentage. hide in that 24, if you know what I'm talking about. But all in all, y'all, I'm telling you, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, I don't care if you want to be a track star, if you want to be a football player, you know what I'm saying? You want to be an entertainer. It's not about how you start out, because a lot of people don't got an audience. It's how you hustle and how you put those hustles into play. So you can, you know, learn different things for certain people. Like, oh, this is okay, let me do this. And people gonna tell you things. You're not gonna listen, but you're gonna hear them. And you're gonna be like, well, why they telling me? And then over time, it might hit you. Be like, oh man, I see why he was telling me that, or she was telling me this, because it's gonna help me do this right here, or you know, build you up in some type of way. But I tell people, it's no matter what you do. If you don't have a product to give people, or you're not trying to do this for content type situations, it really don't matter. So if I put on the show on South Beach, but I don't have nobody filming it and I don't have no product to give out, you know what I mean? It's gonna get lost in the world, and the people who was there gonna be the only people who enjoyed it. They might see me, they might be like, oh, but it's gonna fade off because I never had a CD or anything to give them. It was just a good street performance, maybe, you never know, or something that they just, you know, oh, I remember that, but hey, you got that video? Nah, we ain't got the video. We ain't had no product. We ain't had no shirts. We just came out there and just, you know, for no reason at all, really. But when you start learning these things or what to do, now you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared. You can't work, man. Don't stop working. You can't stop working. I don't care if you're trying to be a driver, own a trucking company, you cannot stop working. There's going to be people who you think that's supposed to tell you things that they're not going to tell you nothing. They're not going to tell you anything. You're going to look at them like, man, I thought that was my dog, man. Why he didn't tell me that? See, I call people when it's something important. Be like, yo, watch out for this. Watch out for this right here. But I know, like, these same people might go behind my back and do some shady things. You got to understand, everybody might do that. Everybody, if they might slip up and do it and not knowing that they doing it. So you can't blame people for who they are, but you can't let nobody change you for who you are. That's just like the devil working, right? So let's say you grinding, you building something up, and somebody come and rob you, right? Let's say 3 times you get robbed. And you like, man, I'm finna shut this down. I ain't finna do this no more. I'm just finna go get me a job and just, you know what I'm saying? Now you gave up on your dream. Because you let these other people disturb you. I mean, I can't even get the word, but these deter you from being what you are destined to be or chasing your purpose. So, instead of doing that, you might get some better, you know, alarm system in your business. You might get you, you know, a little pistol or something like that. Get a security. You might get the 888 security system. You might do something like that. But you're not going to close down. But a weak-minded person, or who ain't a person merely who just, man, I can't do this no more. You're going to give up. You're going to give up. You might mess up on a couple heads and be like, oh, man, I'm messing up on all these people's heads. I don't went to barber school and all that. But it take time. It take time. I remember some things that I did, man. Some people, man, you messing up on this, man. Hey, I laughed it off. And I ain't gonna tell you that I laughed it off because it was funny. I laugh it off because that's all I can do. If I can't fix it, if I can't, you know, if I can't make it better, I just know what not to do next time. Or I could tell a person, yo, I ain't that good yet, man. I'm just letting you know ahead of time, but we're going to make this happen. And over time, you're just going to get better. You may look up some videos on how to learn how to do this a little better than what you know how to do. And then now, when they come to you, it's like, yo, 2 years later, I'll tell them 2 years later, they like, yo, who did that? Rich Uncle Mike did that? Nah. But y'all, I'm telling you, man. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you need to do. Even if you're fumbling at the beginning. Even if you don't have no audience, you don't have the people, you don't have nobody looking at you, you got to understand over time, if you keep putting in that work, people going to come check you out. People going to come see what you about. Because they know, oh, nah, this man ain't stop. He consistent. She consistent. Sister doing her thing. Beauty salon popping. Know what I'm saying? You got a lot of females working for you. You probably ain't even doing that no more. Because everybody want to be surrounded by your energy. And techniques that you got. Like, hey, sis, how you, mom saying? I kind of, you can come over, show them like, nah, don't do that, do this. Use this right here. This why this ain't working. Because you got them skills. You ain't never stopped. And over time, you still learning. So I'm telling y'all for real, man. Don't let nobody stop you from what you got to do. Because you're going to make errors. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. But at the same time, you got to enjoy the journey. Have to enjoy it. That's why I say I laugh. And when people see that, you know what I'm saying, if it's not a big mistake, they going to laugh with you like, oh, man, I remember that. Yeah, it's part of the journey. It's part of the journey, man. So don't let nobody stop you. This is words from Rich Uncle Mike, man. Just here checking in with y'all. So I'm going to holler at y'all until next time. I told y'all, it's all motivation. Y'all make sure y'all click the link in the description. Support the campaign. I'm going to holler, man.